Well, welcome back, football fans, to the official launch of the MTN8 competition, the 2024 edition, the 16th edition of this great celebration. It's the most lucrative prize on the African competition, on the African continent rather. Now, lots of talk about what it is that transpired last season and lots of pressure as well on the defending champions. They made history being the first team to claim the honors of the MTN8 competition, a record 5 times. Can they make it a 6th? Well, they've been undergoing a lot of work in terms of preparing for this following season, and now we'll get an opportunity, of course, to get in depth and get all of the technical knowledge from the individuals that are at the helm of the 8 teams that are competing this time around. Let's start off, of course, with the defending champions. We've got Coach Jose Ribeiro here with us. Hola, entrenador. Big season that is coming up, of course, and lots that will be coming from Orlando Pirates. Tell us about your preparations out in Spain and how that is getting you ready for the season.
Good afternoon, thank you. Yeah, it's been a good time in Spain for all of us. The opportunity to compete with different very powerful sides gave us an idea of the space where we are right now, and now we are back here ready to face our first challenge. Like you said, defend the title one more time is a unique opportunity to do it again. Respecting a lot the side that we're going to have in front of us on Saturday, but at the same time really looking forward for the first match.
Let's talk about that first match.
Well, let's talk about that first match because Caroline is sitting there. Coach Gav, belated birthday. Hope it was a great one. Are you well? How's the pre-season been? We didn't see the flights going in and out of the country. What did you get up to? You've lost some players as well. You're putting in. It's always that for you, isn't it? It's always that headache when it comes to this part of the season because at the end of every one, you let go of so many great players, and you need to rebuild before we start this competition. How's the pace going?
No, it's going well. I've got my salsa card now, so I get a free bus ride on a Monday, so I'm okay. Yeah, we're going all right. I mean, we're obviously in a rebuild again. You know, a lot of players gone, 13 players, so it's a rebuild. We brought some good ones in, but obviously we need to get them settled down and get them playing and get into all the patterns and things like that. So hopefully this game has come, maybe a little bit early, but we're looking forward to the game, and we know what we're in front. I mean, they've done brilliantly Jose's done brilliantly the last 2-3 seasons. So it won't be easy for us, but we'll put up a good show, I'm sure.
Thank you very much, Coach. I appreciate it. Let's come over to the side. We do have... Okay, are you well, Coach Steve?
I'm very well, thank you. Yourself,
I'm good, man. Talk to me about your pre-season, your preps, and how you're looking forward to the next match. I mean, the team that you're playing, entering for the very first time in this competition, they've got a coach that they've enjoyed having, who's improved this team, but it does speak for you as well, because what you did last season, a lot of people still looking and saying, hey, you deserved a lot better.
I think pre-season has gone as well as it could. Unfortunately, there's been quite a lot of wet weather, a lot of rain down in the Western Cape, so the fields are not in the best state. But we're fortunate to come travel to Gauteng and get a bit of dry sort of weather training and have some good training matches. A couple of our new signings, Sanele Barnes, Bradley Mujela, Vega and Darko fitted in nicely. So it's always exciting this stage of the season. You have a good off-season, you have a good break, then you prepare for the season, and when the games come, it heightens everybody's sort of alertness, and we're really looking forward to Sunday. And myself and Coach Zad and TS Galaxy have had many battles over the last couple of seasons. It's never an easy encounter, as you rightly say. A really well-coached team, done really well themselves in their own right last season. But important for us to, the season has passed. It was a good season for us, but we can't go on the past. It's what the future holds for us, and we just want to keep growing as a club and continue to give the best that we can each and every match.
Oh, yes, well, Coach Aramovich, you look at how it is that TS Galaxy navigated cup competitions last season very well. A first foray into the MTN8 competition. Tell us about the team's mindset.
Afternoon to all of you. Yes, of course it's a beautiful opportunity. it's a great thing to be also now top 8 thing. So it will be, of course, great to play against a great team. I think that we played against them. It was always a very, very tough games, and I always said that I like the coach a lot from the next opponent. In my view, he actually was the coach of the season. It is just my opinion, because what he did is just amazing. And it will be a tough one, but we also preparing ourselves now, and hopefully this time we can win.
Wish you the best of luck with that.
Listen,
All right.
let me take the next one. Right? Certainly, even now, where's the scene too? So you, we like
I can say, guten Tag, willkommen.
Also, we can talk in German.
Nein,
Sehr
nein,
gut,
nein,
sehr
ich
gut.
bin ein bisschen.
Very good.
Yes, coach.
Why you can speak German? Why you can speak German?
Why?
Yeah.
I did lessons many, many years ago. And I was preparing for you, of course, coming to school.
Dankeschön.
Yeah. So let's talk about Sekhukhune United. It was their first season, of course, in the MTN8 last time around. Tell us how much work you've managed to do with the team. You're new at the helm, and the preparations ahead of your match.
Yeah, preparation is hard. Good afternoon, guten Tag. I work now 24/7, so I see nothing from Johannesburg. We work a lot, you know, we do many video training sessions, we do also many training sessions on the pitch. You know, I'm not only German, I'm also half Dutch. My mother is Dutch, my father is German, so I have a little bit Johan Cruyff and Franz Beckenbauer in me. So in this the older ones I know. And this we want to see a little bit on the pitch. So we did a lot in gegenpressing pressing and in ball orientation and in many things. And I enjoy to work with the team. I forget sometimes my sun cream because I have a red nose, but yes, and red shoes. It's good style. But you know, I hate friendly matches. I don't like friendly matches, and so I look forward for the next weekend that we can start.
Coach, you're going to make all the interviews post-matches very exciting. I look forward to that.
Maybe.
Yeah. Coach, just so you know, number 10, move at the back. Brilliant player, the best I've ever seen. Just work on it, you'll see. And let's move over now to Coach Eric Taylor. Eric, a difficult run at the beginning of the season for most teams. You went out at this stage even last season. How are you tackling it differently coming into this one?
Yeah, obviously, first and foremost, good afternoon to everyone. You know, Sekhukhune, new coach, new style of play, new philosophy. You know, anything that we had planned in the beginning, you know, push it out of the door, no longer matters. Tough game. Sekhukhune has always been a tough game, very, very good team, a lot of good players. So we know it's going to be an extremely difficult match for us, away from home. Like Steve Barker said, you know, in Cape Town it's been really tough this season because of the weather. So we've been training on an artificial pitch most of the time, or in the gym, or playing small-sided games at one of the indoor arenas, because that's the only facilities that we have. But then obviously we had the opportunity to come down to Polokwane. We spent 5 days there, played some friendlies, and I've been pretty happy with the performance of the team. We made quite a few new signings this season. We've got a lot more depth and experience in our squad, which I think will bode well for the rest of the season. And obviously we want to start on a positive note and finding ourselves moving on in this competition.
All the best, Coach. You do wish you well in this competition. Let me change focus now to Manabon, Coach at Mandalay State House. Coach, welcome. Firstly, and congratulations for the head coach job. You're sitting here now representing, you're the one we'll be speaking to this season. It's always a difficult one for Sundowns, isn't it? It's one that you always want. It's always so hard to get for you coming into the beginning of the season. You seem to start slower when it comes to the MTN, made it all the way to the final, lost on penalties last season. How's it going to be different this season for you?
Good afternoon, everyone. I wouldn't really want to say much because at this stage it's very difficult to know where your team stands. Like the coach said, friendly matches never really give you a true reflection of where your team is because sometimes that element of match temperament is never really tested. And it's always difficult to predict what is going to happen. But maybe just to warn Eric on the other side, we have played against Sekukune, and we played against the same coach in Netherlands last year, against Net Breda.
And I lost 2 times.
But his teams play very good football, and I'm impressed that he's also joining us here because I think it will also add a bit of spice in our league. We really want competitive and very tactical games, which I think he'll also add to that in this game. But coming to our game against Polokwane City, I think it's going to be a tough one. For Polokwane City and TS Galaxy to be in the top 8, that's big already. Let alone the fact that we're not even counting Stellenbosch. And that says a lot about our league now. It says there's a lot of competitiveness. A team that had just come from the NFD is now in the PSL, and they had a very, very good first round of the season. And I also believe that next to me is quite a very good young coach. We have played against him several times, and I know what he's capable of. But it's going to be interesting. It's a competition that is always difficult for us sometimes, but one is hopeful that we can continue where we once ended. Thank you.
Coach Futhi, I mean, it's always difficult coming up against Mamelodi Sundowns, but you fared commendably last season. Tell us about your preparations for this big, big clash. Possibilities of a penalty shootout, maybe?
Afternoon, everyone, and I think the match of Sunday, our preparations went so well, and going to the match on next week Sunday is going to be a very tough match, very tough encounter. We assume and knowing the coaches there, very big coaches with good temperament of the game, and you see, ask yourself, as a new team in the MTN, what am I going to do with the champions? But as you say to yourself, let's gather the strength and the courage to go and fight. Let's gather the fighting spirit and go and fare well in the match.
Futhi, thank you very much. Wish you the very best. If I've learned anything from these conversations, is that Coach Eric needs to get my mama's number. Because there's a conversation that needs to be had there about your opponent. He's analyzed them beautifully and brilliantly, and he's done the notes already there for you.